Hello Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Starting on today's agenda, midfield veteran Toni Kroos talks on Rüdiger and Sergio Ramos field during the Sevilla-Real Madrid clash. After that, he also talked about the El Clasico versus Barcelona, which takes place on Saturday. So we are going to talk to you today about that, and shortly after that we will turn our attention elsewhere as Real Madrid will face Atlético de Madrid in the SUPERCUP de España semi-finals on the 10th of January. We are also going to be bringing you full details on that competitions. But before we move forward, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned right up to the end so you do not miss on any interesting detail. Real Madrid midfielder Toni Kroos has shed light on Sergio Ramos' recent altercation with Antonio Rüdiger during Los Blancos' away game against Sevilla, saying that the reason why the German was quiet during the incident was because he was at risk of being suspended for the El Clasico. Rüdiger, who has already tailed 4 yellow cards this season in La Liga, is only one caution away from being suspended. Meanwhile, so far as the match against Sevilla is concerned, the game unleashed yet another disturbing episode of racism against Vinicius Jr. But it also saw a storm of controversy and a heated altercation between Rüdiger and Sergio Ramos, and it was about this particular topic that Toni Kroos shared his thoughts. While Ramos was all over Rüdiger during the incident, the German international was, in fact, smart enough to act on it. While speaking about it, Kroos said that after the entire episode, he saw Ramos in the dressing room while also praising the former Real Madrid captain. I was a little bit away from him because of my position. In the end, there was this little conflict, he said, as quoted by Sir. On the field, things calmed down quickly. Afterwards, we saw each other in the locker room. It was nice. In Madrid, we had success together for many years. I already said on several occasions who is one of the best centre-backs and captains of all time. Talking about the incident between Rüdiger and Ramos, the midfielder added, Sergio put a smile on his face. Things got heated. As for Rüdiger, I have to say he screwed up. He was prepared, and the next weekend there was Clásico, which means at the moment that his wires couldn't get crossed. Probably that's what slowed him down a bit, so otherwise it would have been even more fun. On the other hand, the veteran midfielder also talked about the highly anticipated El Clasico against Barcelona this Saturday, relaying the importance of the win for Real Madrid, especially after the recent draw against Sevilla. He said that he and his teammates will head into the fixture with only one aim, which is to walk away with all 3 points. It is an important match for the league. We will go there to win. If we achieve that, we will be 4 points ahead of Barcelona, and if we lose, we will be 2 points behind Barcelona. It is clear that we want to win. El Clasico is El Clasico, he claimed. So having said that, we are going to quickly turn our attention elsewhere as Real Madrid will face Atlético Madrid in the Spanish SUPERCUP semi-final on January 10. Supercopa de España 2024 is all set to commence on January 10, and it has been confirmed by the RFEF that Real Madrid will start the proceedings in the first semi-final against local rivals Atlético Madrid, while the other semi-final will see Barcelona take on Osasuna. Saudi Arabia capital Riyadh will host the tournament, with both semi-finals and finals on January 14 set to be played at the Al Awal Park Stadium in the city, which happens to be Al Nasser home stadium. Barcelona will enter the 2024 Super Cup as the defending champions. In the semi-finals, they are set to square off Osasuna, who secured their spot in Riyadh by finishing as runner-up in the Copa del Rey last season, were then narrowly missed out on the title against Real Madrid. On the other hand, Atlético earned their spot in the tournament as the third-place finisher in La Liga in the 2022-23 season. It must be noted that the Supercopa de España, or the Spanish Super Cup, is contested between 4 teams who happen to be the winner and runners-up of the Copa del Rey and La Liga. Last year, Real Madrid, Valencia, Barcelona and Real Betis qualified for the competition. Interestingly enough, both semi-finals needed penalties to decide the finalists before Barcelona took on Real Madrid on the final. While it was indeed expected to be a close encounter, Barcelona wreaked havoc by beating Real Madrid 3-1, with Gavi, Robert Lewandowski and Pedri getting on the score sheet. Karim Benzema got on the score sheet for Real Madrid, but it was just too little too late for the Los Blancos. Nevertheless, Madrid got their revenge later in the season, beating Barcelona 4-1 on aggregate in the Copa del Rey semi-finals. This year's Supercopa de España will be played between January 10 and January 14. Real Madrid clash against Atlético, scheduled on January 10, will be the first semi-final, while Barcelona clash against Osasuna will be played on January 11, will be the second clash. The winner of the respective matches will eventually battle for the title on January 14th. So having concluded with that, we have come to the end of today's interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us so you do not miss on our next update. See you next time, at Hala Madrid to us all.